That's it again. Anna says, time for our cup of tea. Yes, we will be having a cup of tea in a minute. And we're actually going to have it in the garden because it's absolutely glorious up here in the South Downs. Wonderful afternoon. And I hope it's wonderful where you are too. Just switched over onto the indices. Well, in fact, I'll pull over the VIX again because you can see why this is going on. There we go. This is on 1 minute. So we've seen the spike in the VIX on 1 minute. And that's why we're seeing a reaction on the indices. Obviously reduced down here on the 10 minute and down onto the slower time frames. But that's what's happening. So the VIX is spiking up a little bit, or it's chopping around at any rate. And that's why we're seeing the reaction now on the indices. This is on the YM. There's a big spike now on VIX. So I don't know whether anything's, I'm just going to get Anna to check the news, whether anything's, nothing. This tends to be what happened. This tends to be what happens at right, and this is one of the reasons I said I wouldn't be trading at this time, given the holiday season ahead. It's exactly the same reason I wouldn't be trading Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve, for example, probably a couple of days before Christmas Eve, because there's just thin markets, massive opportunity for volatility on thin volumes, and this is what you see. This is just racking the markets around ahead of a holiday period.
Well, by the way, the Fed's backstop is 2.3 trillion.
The Fed backstop apparently is 2.3 trillion, if you can get your head around that number. Let's just see what the reaction in gold is. Okay, there we go. What did I say? Sorry, I hate to be a knoll, but there we are. You know, the weakness was there, very clear to see, very simple. Take your profit off the table, and if you hadn't, you're now $10 an ounce lower. And I can tell you on a big gold contract, that is a lot of money. So don't think we're talking, you know, nickels and dimes here. We're not. We're talking thousands of dollars, and that's even trading one contract. So this is big bucks now. Two nice down candles, good spreads, nice volume under there, and that's what's happening. That's the reaction in gold. And going down onto the 3 minute, that was our little signal there. We saw the 2-bar reversal come in, move that out of the way. And then we saw the weakness confirmed with this one here, lots of volume coming in here. And now we've got 3 nice widespread candles, lots of volume driving in here. The trend monitor, as you can see, has transitioned, hasn't even bothered going into the transitional colors we had over here of darker reds and darker blues. We've gone straight through, spliced through the middle of it all, gone straight into bearish price action. Where is that going? Depends to see the next candle, but certainly, you know, down to this level, 36, 35, we've got a very strong level of support. We've got the volume point of control. So at the very least, certainly get through here pretty easily because there's a low volume node. So through 38, it'll slice through quickly. Depending on this, so we see big volume buyers coming in. The VIX is actually reversing off the snapback. So it's tracking lower again. So we may see a reversal on gold. Little bit of buying coming into that candle. And what you're looking for in these price waterfalls, and we highlight it on the program, we mention it in the VPA chat room a lot as well, is you're really looking for those candles that are giving you a re-entry signal, the weakness of you know, a market that's trying to rally against a weak market. You'll see the market trying to rally, wick to the upper body, lots of volume driven in, or you'll see a market trying to rally with no volume or falling volume. You know, those are the signals for re-entry into a price waterfall that you've missed. So if you were going to trade this short, if you were long here and you thought, I've had enough of this, I'm closing out, take my profit, now I'm waiting for a short position to develop, you're jumping in here, maybe you missed all that, now you're waiting here, you're looking for a possibility of getting on a secondary re-entry, and you'll be looking at that from a volume perspective, price-based perspective. Down onto the 15-minute. Slower pace, but similar price, similar story. We have this little candle here, almost a doji, but you know, wick to the upper body, ton of volume going in there, certainly higher volume, almost up to here, not up to these guys, but certainly up to equivalent to these. You know, this is out of whack. When you look at this candle, if you use this as your benchmark, for example, then you know, this is your volume, this is your price spread. This one maybe looks a little bit low because we've got a similar price spread but lower volume. So that maybe is giving you a first signal, if you will, a subtle signal, if you will, and then you get a very strong, clear signal of weakness with this guy coming in thereafter. So it's teasing out the subtleties and looking for the clear signals that confirm all the rest of it. Yep, I think we're just going to wrap up there. Just head back onto the indices again, just see where we're going. There we go. That's on all three. So we will see what unfolds next week. So there we are. Just to wrap up very quickly, I think I've got everything here. That's Anna's site, which I'm sure many of you are familiar with. Post regularly there, various things. In terms of the indicators, the indicators, you can find them all at quantumtrading.com. They're available for MT405, Ninja 7 and 8, and TradingView. And can I just make the point that on MT45, it's one license. So it's one license, it covers both platforms. It's not two separate licenses. So the license covers both, the same on NinjaTrader 7 or 8. It's your choice. You decide which one you want to move to, and you can transition between the two whenever you like. And we've got the TradingView there as well. TradeStation we're working on at the moment. We're working on two platforms, in fact. One is TradeStation Global, the other is TradeStation Securities. TradeStation Global runs on TradeStation 9.5 and is driven by interactive brokers. So if you have an interactive brokers account, as we do, it is a powerful, powerful combination because you have the power of trading through interactive hooked into the power of TradeStation, which is a massively, massively powerful program and trading platform. It is supreme. Radar screen is unbelievable. It's very, very intuitive. It's a wonderful platform. It has so many bells and whistles on it. It's quite a thing to get to grips with, but it is very intuitive, but extremely powerful. And the radar screen is just bar none the best on the market, I think. So that's TradeStation 9.5. So you can trade Forex through there. Through the IB, you get fantastic pricing through IB, and you've got the benefits, obviously, of using the TradeStation charting platform. The other one is TradeStation Securities, which is running on version 10, and that will have all the indicators as well. So we're working on both of those, hopefully have those up and running in the next 2 to 3 months. It's taken us a lot longer because we're also working on a lot of other things alongside that in terms of the platform development, indicator development rather, for those platforms, which will always port back onto other platforms as well. So if you have the full package, you know for a fact you're always going to get all future indicators we develop for free on your particular trading package if you have the full package. So that's where you find all the indicators. And in terms of the Forex education program, you can find that at quantumtradingeducation.com. And a lot of the lessons that are in here are also universal to the other markets as well. So it's all there. Thank you very much indeed for coming along today. Apologies about the start, and hope you'll forgive us for that. We will be back next week on Tuesday, I think Tuesday morning, for the London Forex session at 7:45. You will, if you're on this link, you will get the details through automatically because this is a series now, so you won't have to worry about re-registering. So we're back next Tuesday. I won't say have a happy Easter, but have a good Easter and try and stay safe and well and in touch with your family over the holiday. And Anna and I wish you well and hope you've enjoyed today. Thank you so much for coming along. We do appreciate it. And we will see you next week. Thank you so much and bye for now.